This is Kelly Hill, technology reporter for RCR Wireless News. I'm here today with Barry Zip of Ciena. And Barry, I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit about what trends you're seeing in the industry right now.
Absolutely. I mean, as you've probably seen as you've walked around the floor, it's no surprise that there's just a continued explosion of demand across the cable networks, driven primarily by just the rapid growth in video, whether it's the cable company's own video traffic through their linear broadcast or through video on demand, or the proliferation of over-the-top traffic. So, where we see demand growing, not just in the backbone now, but also in the regional and metro networks. And it's not just the amount of demand, it's also the changes in viewing trends that I think are complicating matters for the cable companies. Viewers increasingly want content on multiple devices. They want it wherever they are at any time, and there's increasingly a mobile component involved in that consumption requirement.
What are you folks seeing in terms of demand for 100G, and where are you seeing that demand in the network? That you kind of mentioned that the demand for more bandwidth is there. I'm wondering how you're seeing that play out.
Steady demand, not just in the core network, but also now moving out into the regional and metro networks. And I think it's just a matter of time before we begin seeing the leaps to 200 gig to 400 gig and then terabit. I mean, last year at this show, we demonstrated with Comcast a terabit trial, which in large part was designed to validate, and they used live traffic to validate that they could carry that much traffic over their Comcast CDN. So it was a very important validation, and I think you're only going to see demand and capacity requirements continue to go up.
What about SDN and NFV as relates to the industry?
That's a really good question. So it's not just about network scale that's important, it's also about making networks more intelligent. So we're beginning to have very thoughtful discussions with the cable companies about how SDN and NFV will factor into their future network architecture, and I think that software component becomes increasingly important over time.
And are there specific trends that you're seeing in the wireless area, particularly in backhaul?
Yeah, I mean, backhaul is an important part of our business, and as you've probably seen throughout the show, even though macro cell tower backhaul is still important, you're seeing a subtle shift towards small cell, and even though the forecasts tend to vary on when that ramp's really going to happen, I think you're going to see small cell backhaul become more and more important as companies need to, whether you're a wholesale backhaul provider or you're a mobile network operator, where you need to either expand coverage or add capacity. I think it's going to be increasingly important over time.
Barry, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.